Hello, conservative free spirits. Welcome to my channel, Conservative Free Spirit. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, Conservative Free Spirit. I hope everyone is having a great Friday. For those of you who are homebodies, thank you for tuning in this very moment. For those of you who are out and about on this Friday and you just happen to catch the live, thank you for tuning in this moment. I just wanted to do an energy read for y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful Friday, a fabulous weekend. I'm going to have a wonderful Friday and a wonderful weekend as well. So, hey, I got to spread the love. I got to spread the energy around. So drop some comments down below and let me know what you got planned for your Friday, what you got planned for your weekend. If it's something as normal as staying inside the house, if it's something as, amazing as traveling around the world, going to a party, whatever the case may be, just comment down below. It's the weekend, y'all. Some people are still working tonight and in the morning. So while you're on your lunch break, while you're taking a break at work, go ahead and click on Conservative Free Spirit. Watch some of my videos. See if some of the videos in the past have resonated with you. Go back and view some of those and leave some comments, leave some love down below. Also, like the videos. Yeah. You can leave a comment whether it resonates with you or not. Your opinion is just that. It's your opinion. As long as you're not being disrespectful, I welcome it. It's a public platform. This is YouTube. This isn't, my personal website. So, leave your comments and I will leave YouTube to be the police of these comment streets. Yeah, so I hope everyone is just enjoying themselves tonight. Let's see. Okay. So I am doing a general reading for all 12 zodiac signs for Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. And let's see, we have the Sun card. It is in fact nighttime. It is in fact. Let's see, that card was already flipped over while I was shuffling. So we'll just set it aside. Some of you may not be feeling like yourselves at this time. Some of you could also have a touch of ailment going on with you, something that kind of comes and goes. It doesn't really stick with you, or it hasn't really been sticking with you. So maybe, you one day you wake up sneezing and then the next day you're not sneezing. One day you wake up coughing or your stomach is hurting or, just feeling very weak and very lethargic. And then the next day or the next hour, you probably feel really well. I would tell you for sure to make sure that you are washing your hands during this season. And this is just common sense information, not really getting into the tarot cards just yet, but just common sense information. Make sure you're washing your hands. Make sure you're using paper towels to turn on the faucets and to open the doors in public facilities. Make sure that, when you clean up your house and you disinfect, make sure you're doing that to the doorknobs and the door locks as well. A lot of times we do forget the entrance and the exit ways to our castles. We do forget to sanitize those. So make sure that you are taking the proper steps to disinfect that as well, especially if you have a lot of company, the doorknobs within your house, because listen, tis the season. So I don't know if you were able to catch any of my other zodiac sign readings, but I wanted to pay it forward and just spread the word about tis the season. Just for everyone to be safe, to survey your land, survey your territory. I'm not trying to incite any fear, but once again, this is another common sense piece of information for you. To survey your territory, survey your land, see, your surroundings. Whenever you're leaving out of a store, make sure you've already put up your money, your receipt, your credit cards. Make sure you have your keys prepared and ready in your hand to unlock the trunk, to unlock the door, whatever the case may be. Don't fumble with that stuff on your way out the door. Don't fumble with that stuff, as you make it to the car door of your vehicle. So if you already heard these public service announcements on any of the zodiac videos that I just did, go back and watch them. You can go ahead and fast forward this once you watch it on the replay. Otherwise, you get to hear these wonderful tidbits of information again. Don't be fumbling with your phone. Pay attention to your surroundings. If you're meeting people on dating, networking, I mixed all that together. If you're meeting people on dating, what is it called? Online dating sites, social networking sites, try to do so in the daytime. This is the 21st century. Online dating or meeting people from social networking sites in the interest of dating is, it's here. You do have that option. Make sure you are exercising the best and the safest option. So if you're meeting people and you're, doing this dating thing, make sure you're meeting people in the daytime. Meet people, of course, in public places. Make sure that you are, not giving out too much information, not putting in too much information. What difference does it make what side of town you live on? What difference does it make what area you live in? If you're interested in dating someone local and they live in the same city that you live in, this is the city that I live in. But your neighborhood and your, what side of town and your county and all that stuff, just be careful. Another thing is don't answer any phone calls that are not programmed in your phone. Who does that anymore? We have cell phones, even my parents, when they had house phones, they wouldn't answer the phone. The caller ID would just pop up. Like they would have to know, or using their intuition to state that, oh yeah, that must be so-and-so. Or, let the caller ID tell them who it is. So, if elderly people during that time could be hipped, then we certainly have to be very proactive, attentive, and hip as well. Don't respond back to text messages from phone numbers that are not in your phone. I mean, people can leave a voicemail. People can, give you some more detailed information. Just be careful with that. It's scamming. People trying to take people's money. People trying to take people's lives. People coming up missing. Hey, all that. I don't have to tell you all that. Let me hurry up and get through these public service announcements. The other thing is if you're having work done at your home, Make sure that it's from someone that you got a referral from, someone that you know. Hey girl, hey dude, I'm having some work done in my home. Can you tell me about somebody you know, or somebody who did some work at your house? Just don't get any information from any old stranger and invite them to your castle, to your your place of residency. If you are getting work done at your home from individuals, from reputable companies, they usually give you a passcode, they give you a courtesy call, a heads up call, or they tell you the name of the person, and who you're expecting. When they show up at your door, they announce themselves, they give their card. Make sure that you are helping companies to keep you safe. Uber and Lyft. We already know that Uber and Lyft is, a participant, or taxis are participants in the sex trafficking industry and the organ harvesting industry. We already know that. So that's not something that is new. That's not something that I'm trying to bring alarm to. I just want you to be careful. Uber and Lyft give you the license plate of the person that is picking you up. They describe the car. So take those things into consideration. They give you the name of the person that is picking you up. Ask that person, what is your name? Help these companies keep you safe if you enjoy their services, if you enjoy, the prices or the product that they provide to you. Do your due diligence as well to make sure that you are being safe. Slow down. Everyone, slow down. Make sure you're checking your credit card statements at this time. Make sure you're checking your bank statements at this time for any kind of fraudulent activity. You just never know. It could certainly be an accident, but you don't want to be paying months and months and years for an accident. So just keep that in mind. I think that might be it. If you have any safety tips for this season, or just in general for men, for women, comment them down below. Let's do our due diligence to prolong our lives. Okay, so let's get into the reading. I think that was a long enough intro. As you know, this reading is for the general, the public, the masses, for my people over there in Hong Kong, for my people over there in Nigeria, my people in Caracas, Venezuela, my people in Wyoming. This reading is for you. So whoever tunes into this is a timeless reading. This is an energetic reading. So just enjoy it as that. Of course, let me know if it resonates with you. Let me know if it doesn't. Comment down below. Your opinion is that. It's your opinion. And as you know, we have all 12 zodiac signs in our birth chart. All right. So as I stated, of course, some of you could be feeling alone in this energy. Some of you could be feeling, as if you're getting some off and on type of sicknesses. And some of you could be feeling as if you're just not interested in being around people, as if something kind of has you covered or has you down, if you will, like energetically. Not like holding you down like a Hank or some sort of demon possession, nothing like that. But just feeling kind of womp womp, like it will get better. Some of you could also be re-encountering a person that you didn't have a falling out with this person, but the situation did not go the way that you had anticipated it and going, or that you had dreamed that it would go in. It could have been someone that you were interested in dating, and then y'all ended up, y'all had a conversation, y'all talked, you asked them all of those preliminary questions, except are they currently in a relationship, or or took something to be kind of like a sign, but it was a misconstrued sign. And then next week you see them at a mutual event and they brought a date, and you were like, wait a minute, I thought it was supposed to be us. Or you think that you're supposed to be getting a promotion at work, you go through the preliminary events, but you don't know, or you're not aware, or you don't believe that they're interviewing other people. And then later on in the day, you see somebody else walking out of the same office like, wait a minute, I thought that was exclusively for me. So some of you could have a re-encounter with someone or something, or a public company that did not perhaps go the way in which you thought that it was going to go. I do see you not being defensive about this. I really want to encourage you to be the bigger person in this situation, because it seems like it was a common sense, quote unquote, common sense error on your part, to not think that other people could be interviewed, to not think that a single person could be dating other people, to not think that a bank, has other people's money in it. So it seems like it's a situation like that. I really do see you, as I encourage you, I do see you not being defensive, not being smart mouth, or not being sarcastic, not degrading this person when you see them. I don't see much conversation that is going on with this situation. I do see you as well, just, kind of a hi and bye. Hey, how are you doing? Good to see you again. I hope everything goes well for you, and moving right along. It's not something that's going to be a long drawn out. And if you're not that kind of person, then, I'm certainly encouraging you to keep it moving, keep working. For some of you, I honestly do see this person coming into some sort of physical activity. Gosh, where are my cards dropping? Some sort of physical activity with you, or some sort of physical place with you. This could be a fire sign energy, specifically a Aries. If this is not an Aries, it could be a Sagittarius or a Leo. But certainly I'm seeing you coming into contact with that of a masculine archetype and the Aries archetype energy. This is for hundreds of thousands of people. So if it's not an Aries, then who you thought something with a person or a company, and it didn't quite turn out the way that you knew for sure it was going to turn out. Let's see, what else do we have? I'm going to do another spread. Bear with me. Bear with me. Let's see what else we got going on. I'm just doing another spread. I figured that first spread was kind of full of the public service announcement energy. So let's see what we got going on. For the masses, are y'all losing some of y'all are losing love, and you're losing employment. You've lost them both. Or you currently, you're getting news that it's a possibility that someone's leaving you, and you're losing, some sort of employment as well. If you have already been forewarned about that, then make sure that you take the necessary measurements to put in job applications, to, I guess, pack your stuff if, you're leaving this person. For those of you who have been single for an extended period of time, as well as those of you who have been unemployed for an extended period of time, I do see that changing for you. So congratulations to you. Give me one moment. Almost done shuffling. So I'm glad about that. There were some situations that you had to leave behind. They were not fulfilling to you financially. They were not giving you the accolades that you needed to sustain you. I do see a Libra that is going to be coming into some of y'all's lives, some of your existence, who walked away. And this could have been the person who was not sustaining you or that you had walked away from. And I do see them attempting to make amends. The same advice that I gave the previous spread, I would tell you to just keep it cool. Just keep it calm. You know, don't get smart mouth with them. Let this person talk, kind of see where their mind is at, kind of see where their mind was, as opposed to trying to check someone or correct them. This person could also be coming back simply because, life just did not work out in the way that they thought that it was going to work out for them. So, I mean, that's just the bottom line. Sometimes that's how it is. We as humans, as energy, we realize that the grass is not always green on the other side. And sometimes we realize that too late. I do see that you have quite a bit of options right now, just in general. This could be options in love, options in jobs, options in finances. For some of you, of course, just take it how it resonates. I'm doing several different spreads that you're not acting on. Let's see why. Okay. So it could be more so that you are taking your time. You are taking things slow. You're actually interviewing people. If you're dating, you're actually interviewing people. You're taking this as an interview process, one by one or as a group, or, putting people in certain circumstances. You're trying to see where someone's mind is, where their pocket is. You want to know what their relationship is with their parents, what their relationship is with their children, if they have it. So I do see you as the interviewing process. For those of you who are actors, you're going into the room or into the company, and you're interviewing these producers as well. You're seeing how their attitudes are. You're seeing how their energy are. So don't look at it as just you auditioning for a part. You're interviewing these people as well. If I get the part, do I want to be a part of this kind of company? Do I want to be a part of this kind of production? Do I want to work with, people who are this way or that? Do I want to work with, people who are snarky, who are rude, who are too nice, who are too loving, whatever too nice or too loving means? Just ask yourself that question. When you are being interviewed, and you go into that interview room, whether it's one-on-one or whether it's a panel, I don't care how old you are. If you're 18 and up watching this video, and you go on your interviews at your grocery stores, at your retail shopping centers, the skating rink, wherever you're going, you're interviewing those people as well. And that's something that I wish that I would have known, certainly at an earlier age, instead of being eager to please, because I quote unquote need a job, or we need a job. Yes, you may, but you still have to interview these people as well. How do they keep their place of business? What kind of people work at this place of business? What is the persona, the attitude, the energy that's coming from the person or the people that are interviewing you at this moment? How did the interview process go? Did you get several emails? Did you get no emails? Did you get a bunch of mistakes? Of course, this could be a representation of the receptionist that's sending you this information, but as well, this is also a representation of that company. So I'm going to get off of that. I do see you interviewing a lot of people, a lot of companies, like I said, whether it's dates, just to see how someone's behavior is. I see many of you coming out of victim mentality. Some of you are getting over bouts of depression. Some of you have went to the doctor and gotten a quote unquote adjustment on your meds I don't know if this is like mental or physical pain or whatever, or emotional pain, or weight gain or weight issues, whatever it is, but you feel better because I guess you've gotten would it be a recalibration of your meds? I don't know what it would be if you were taking several. Maybe you got a lower dosage, maybe you got a higher dosage. As well, make sure you understand that your doctor, your dentist, your optometrist, that they work for you as well. Of course, we want to know what the doctor, what information they have for us, what our ailment is and what kind of medicines we need. But you also need to tell them exactly what is going on. And, if you think that you don't need that or do need that, let them know, this is how I live my life. This is my lifestyle. Do you have any other alternatives that can be of assistance to me? I know some people, and I'm not saying everyone do this. There are people who go to the doctor, they find the diagnosis. They find the diagnosis. And then they go to their medicine man or medicine woman, their herbalist, and they get that kind of treatment. Some people it works for, some it doesn't. You know what works best for you. So anyway, as I stated, having a recalibration on your medicine. Some of you find the best way to let go of stress, of course, is to go to work. As opposed to talking to someone, you find that you work the stress away better than others, than anyone could do, by giving you medicine or, talking to someone. You're just simply working the stress away, and this is actually working for you. Some of you are creating new, you're refacing your logos, you're rebranding your company, rebranding the structure of your company. Even if this is something as simple as your household, you could be possibly rebranding your household, giving your children a different chore list, helping your children to earn their allowance as opposed to you giving them allowance, or starting to initiate an allowance. So that could be something that's going on as well. And you see that this is cutting down on a lot of the stress that is within your residence. For those of you who have begun a new journey, whatever that may be, and it has not been working out as well as you feel that it should have, or you have just completely fallen on your face, I would tell you, you can fall under that umbrella of rebranding. Take your time, sit down, write out what happened or verbalize what happened, sit in front of the mirror, take ownership if you can of what it was that you've done, recognize whatever the issues and the problems were of the other person or the company or the energy that was opposing you. And, rewrite your vision, rewrite your life. Let me see. So don't give up on that vision or goal, or maybe as far as giving up on that vision or that goal, maybe you just need to recalibrate. You need to rebrand it or do yourself another vision. I see a lot of you letting down your guard with a overbearing earth sign. This could be the mother of your children or the father of your children. I don't necessarily see you getting back together, but I do see you allowing them to see their children. I do see the child support beginning to come in for you all. I see you not being so sharp or so abrasive with your child's parent, specifically if this is an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So I do see some walls coming down as you begin to interact differently with this earth sign. For some of you who are in relationships with fire signs and water signs, I see that there are some heartbreaking issues that are coming up that are kind of destroying or kind of having a person question the love, the loyalty. They may not how is it called when you really don't know the person? I thought I knew who you were. You might be saying that, or you might be hearing that. I just don't know who you are anymore. That's what I'm trying to say. Jeez Louise. So this is someone that you're in a relationship with. This is specifically for anyone that is in a relationship where a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, what's the Aries, and a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So comment down below if anyone has that relationship. I'm seeing that this is a relationship between the water sign and the fire sign. So if a water sign and fire sign, any of you out there in a relationship are having some sort of restructuring of your relationship as well, whether it's business, but I do see that there's a love aspect in this. If it's, a company that you love or someone that you work with that you love. If you are saying, I just don't know who you are anymore. They're saying, they thought they knew who you were, whatever the case may be. It seems like some of that is going on. Let's see. I do see a contract or a partnership, some sort of monetary partnership between a water sign and a fire sign. So if anyone out there is, in a relationship for money, is, getting married to someone for money, signing a contract with someone for money, I do see it as success. I see it also at the very beginning stages. So this really is, some sort of immigrant marrying someone for money or paying someone for them to get papers, like grassroots, or what was the other thing that I said? Or being in a relationship with someone for money. Maybe not so much love involved, but being with them, because or appearing to be with them, because they're paying your rent or because they're giving you a loan. So, some sort of business transaction is going on between a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Okay, let's see what else. Some of you are trying to move forward in a situation that you've already gotten the answer or the red flags to tell you no. So this is going to be just like any other situation where you have gotten intuition, intuitive insight, spirit of discernment, nudges and bumps and warnings and red flags. So hopefully this time you see that this feeling that you feel or these thoughts that you get, hopefully you recognize this time that this is your intuition or your discernment or your angels or whatever it is that you relate to, that this is what this is. This situation is going to go just like the other situations when you don't pay attention, of course, to your spirit of discernment or your intuition. So it's really screaming at you this time. It's really telling you that, hey, I already told you no, you already got the answer, or you're trying to change an answer to be what you want it to be. You're trying to look at it in a different situation to make it be what you want it to be, when it in fact is not that at all. You're not going to be able to move forward in this. You're going to actually resurrect some energy from the past for any of you that have already been told no, from some belligerent person. Certainly it could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, someone who may act very young, someone who just comes in and goes out. So just those types of characteristics, someone who can't be held down, or a situation that can't be held on to. You know, something that has some fleeting, flying energy attached to it. Some of you are also weighing situations in love. Your intuition, well, I guess it's kind of the same. Your intuition is telling you, no, and you're trying to move forward with them. I'm going to let you know, for those of you who are ignoring the signs in a relationship where you already have the information, you already have the answer. This person has already shown you that they're not who you're supposed to be with. They're not who you're supposed to be sharing your body with, sharing your energy with, sharing your resources with. There may possibly be an opportunity of you ending up homeless. That's all I'm saying. And if you're already homeless, that's not good. I personally, this might not be how you believe, that the masculine energy, the man, because I'm a heterosexual woman, the man is supposed to provide and protect. And if you are in a relationship with men, if you're in a relationship with a woman and she's not allowing you to provide and protect, and she's trying to overtake you, notice what I said. She's trying to overtake you. She's not allowing you to do what you innately feel you should be doing, or know what you should be doing, or she's blocking you in some sort of capacity. Like, it's very noticeable, and you've already gotten the answer of whether you should stay with this woman. That's your personal opinion. Whatever kind of woman you like, that's who you like, honey. That's who you like. I'm just letting you know that, she's probably going to put y'all in a position trying to wear the pants where y'all might end up homeless. So, women in a position with a man that is not providing, that is not protecting, that is not working, that is not hustling, that's not holding up. I see people out there flipping the little signs around with the arrows on them that tell hey, come to our store and shop. This store is having a sale today, or come to this furniture. So I see men out there flipping signs around. So, even if that's not your thing, that's not your kind of man. What I'm saying is, if you're not with a man who is providing and protecting, and you've already gotten the answer, the information about y'all's relationship, don't push it, because it is possible. If you don't see him actively, going to get it for y'all, going to get those coins, those pinnacles for y'all, and you're doing all of the work, it's a possibility that y'all could be put into a situation where y'all end up homeless. So I really hope that doesn't happen for any of y'all. Now that you have the information, you can be proactive and you can move forward. I see a fire sign and an earth sign. I don't know what it is about this relationship, but this is kind of catastrophic for you two as well. So everyone pay attention to your intuition. This fire sign and this earth sign, it seems as if you two specifically, this is specifically, if that's not you, then don't worry about it. I feel like you had your guard up for a reason. You were guarded. You weren't weighing the pros and cons. You were like, okay, I'm not letting you in. I'm not paying attention to you. I'm not listening to anything that you're saying. And so now, this could be a demise as well. It could be, any kind of demise that you could think of. So just be mindful of that. Someone taking you off of your throne, whether you're a man or a woman, anyone that's taking you out of place and out of character, that's making you feel odd, anyone that you said no on at first, for if you had like a intuitive feeling that this joker or this Jezebel just wasn't it, run with that. This is not the time to, and I'm talking about, this is not the time in life to be, oh man, I hope this thing is recording, because I just thought about, see. Sorry, y'all. I'm moving the camera around. Just trying to make sure. But anyway, I hope y'all hear me. This is not the time to be playing, with your life. Life is short. As you see, things are happening quickly. And I mean, things are happening as far as passing you by. You don't have time to be, well, since I'm lonely, or, let me go ahead and give this person a chance that made my skin crawl. I'm talking about stuff like that. Let me go ahead and give this person a chance that showed me this big old giant red flag. Let me go ahead and give this person a chance that disrespected me. Don't do it. That's all I'm saying. I don't want anyone to end up injured. I don't want anyone to end up stabbed in the back, literally or figuratively. Some of you could be turning down some jobs. Some of you could be walking away from some sort of career or some sort of entrepreneurship. That's what I was talking about as well, about some of you rebranding, just recalibrating. So you could also be delegating tasks inside your home, outside your home, in the boardroom, outside the boardroom, even at school. If you're running for what is that? Not city council, but I guess it could be some city council people. Even if you're running for, like high school and middle school politics and stuff like that. It's been a while, honey. But even if you're running for that, I see you really putting on your thinking cap, just restructuring, your home, your business, your house, delegating tasks to other people, getting, as I told y'all earlier in the public service announcement, I see a lot of you asking for referrals as well, for jobs, as well as for work to be done, as well as, accountants and builders and mechanics and all of that. For others of you, you could have walked away from a incident that has to do with in-laws. Please comment down below and let me know if that's the case. So some of you could have been, you could have had some physical altercations with your in-laws, or you could have had some verbal altercations with your in-laws. And some of you have finally decided to walk away. I'm not, an advocate for breaking up or divorce or leaving your family and friends. But now that you have left, you're finally seeing that your home is in fact a better place, or now that some in-laws have moved out of your home, you're seeing that your home is a better place, or your relationship. Now that you've left the home, you're seeing that you have a better relationship with your spouse or your significant other. And now that some in-laws have moved out of your home, you are seeing that you have a better relationship. A better atmosphere in your house. Trying to get all this together. Okay, let's see. This will be the last one, probably. Shut your face. I see some dangling coming for some of y'all. I'm just saying, some sort of intercourse, and somebody that you actually will enjoy it with. Now, I'm not saying go after and just drop your draws for anybody. That's not what I'm saying. And if you happen to do that, make sure you wear some protection. Like, who are these people out here? You don't know these folks. Even if you do know these folks, you don't know what they do, who they do it with when they're not with you. Anyway, I do see some fast approaching intercourse coming for some of you. Someone that you're actually going to enjoy having intercourse with. I'm going to say take your time. That's what I'm going to say. But I'm also going to say seize the moment. Seize the opportunity. So, yeah, if that's you, and I don't see any drama attached to it. I do see y'all communicating and asking questions and talking to one another. So I'm very excited about that. See, this is mature intercourse. This ain't no childish intercourse. This ain't no, oh, I thought we was going to be together. Oh, I thought we was going to have a happy family together. I thought she was going to be my forever. I thought he was going to be my forever. Did he say that? Did you ask him that? Did you ask her that? Did she say that? This is mature dangling that's floating around here. and vagina. This is mature. This is, what is it that you want from me? Do you want, a bedroom buddy? Do you want a girlfriend, boyfriend? Do you want a sugar daddy, sugar baby relationship? Do you want a husband, wife relationship, like us actually getting married, not playing house? Do you just want to have some kids? Like, I hear this conversation from these cards that are coming up. What is it that you want? What is it that you really need? What is it that you're trying to do, as opposed to just being horny? I see some communication coming along with this 6. So thank you very much, conservative free spirits. That has been your energy reading for today. Y'all go party, have a good time. I'm going to get myself together and go have a wonderful time as well. I just wanted to drop y'all an energy reading. I really felt like my energy was really lifted up. So I just wanted to bring y'all some uplifted energy as well. I hope y'all have an enjoyable weekend. Be safe. Take care.